There is something you want, something real, something that has been living inside you for a while now, maybe a long while. Maybe it is a skill you want to build, a version of yourself you want to become, a dream you've been carrying quietly, carefully, like something fragile you are afraid to hold too tightly in case it breaks. And here's what I think your days look like right now. You wake up and you think about it, that thing you want. For just a moment, in the soft space between sleep and waking, you can almost feel it, almost touch it. It feels close and real and possible. And then the day begins, and everything else comes rushing in. The messages, the responsibilities, the noise, the needs of other people, the 100 small fires that need putting out before you can even think about your own dreams. And by the evening, by the time the world finally goes quiet, you are too tired, too drained, too far from that morning feeling of possibility to do anything about it. So you tell yourself, tomorrow I will start. Tomorrow I will focus. Tomorrow things will be different. But tomorrow looks exactly like today, and the dream stays exactly where it has always been, close enough to feel, but somehow always just out of reach. If that is where you are right now, I want you to know something. That is not weakness. That is not failure. That is what happens when a person with real dreams lives in a world that was never designed to help them focus on what actually matters. But today, in this episode, we are going to change that. I'm Emmy, and this is Brave English Podcast. And if this is your first episode with me, welcome. I'm genuinely glad you are here today, because this topic is one that touches something very real and very human. This is your English listening podcast, the place where every single week we slow down together, we breathe together, and we talk about things that matter not just for your English, but for your life, your real, actual, one and only life. And today, we're talking about focus, about goals, about the gap between where you are and where you deeply, truly want to be, and what it actually takes to close that gap. Now, I want to say something important before we begin. When I say goals, I do not mean a rigid list of achievements you must complete to be worthy of happiness. I do not mean pressure. I do not mean the kind of toxic productivity that tells you to hustle every second and sleep when you are dead. I mean something much softer and much more powerful than that. I mean the things that genuinely matter to you. The things that when you imagine them becoming real, something in your chest opens up a little. Something that feels like hope, like excitement, like the truest version of yourself leaning forward and saying, yes, that is what I want. Those things deserve your focus, and today we are going to talk about how to give it to them. Let me describe something to you, something I think you know very well. You have a goal. It lives inside you, clearly and warmly. You know what it is. You know why it matters. On the days when you think about it honestly, you feel something real, a pull, a longing, a sense of purpose that feels more alive than most of your daily routine. But here is what happens when you try to focus on it. You sit down, you open your notebook or your laptop or whatever you use, you are ready Today is the day. And then, almost immediately, something interrupts. A notification, a message, a thought that reminds you of something you forgot to do, a small worry that grows into a bigger worry until you are no longer thinking about your goal at all. You are thinking about the worry. And you look up, and 30 minutes have passed, and you have done nothing. So you try again, and the same thing happens. The same scatter, the same drift, the same feeling of your attention sliding away from the thing you actually care about, like water through open fingers. And after a while, after enough sessions like this, a quiet, heavy thought begins to form, a thought that feels shameful to admit. Maybe I am just not someone who can focus. Maybe other people have something I do not have. Maybe my dreams are too big for someone like me. I want you to hear me clearly when I say this. That thought is a lie. Not a small lie, a complete and total lie. You are not unfocused because of a personal failing. You are unfocused because you are living in the most distracting environment in all of human history. Your phone contains more attention-grabbing technology than entire governments used to have access to. Every app, every notification, every feed was designed deliberately, expertly, expensively designed by some of the smartest people on Earth with one single goal: to capture your attention and keep it. You are not weak for struggling against that. You are human. And the good news, the genuinely exciting news, is that focus is not a gift you either have or you do not. Focus is a muscle, and like every muscle, it grows stronger every single time you use it. Now I want to talk about something that I think is at the very heart of why so many people struggle to focus on their goals, and it's something we almost never talk about honestly. We do not struggle to focus because we are distracted by random things. We struggle to focus because focusing on our goals means confronting something uncomfortable. When you sit down to work towards something that deeply matters to you, something real and important and personal, you are also sitting down with the possibility of failure, the possibility that you will try and it will not be good enough, the possibility that the gap between your current ability and your dream is bigger than you hoped, the possibility that the thing you want most might not happen the way you imagined. And that feeling, that vulnerability, that exposure is deeply uncomfortable, and distraction is the most immediate, most available escape from discomfort that exists. So your brain reaches for the phone, the snack, the other task, the thing that feels productive but doesn't actually require you to be vulnerable. And that word means open to the possibility of being hurt, of failing, of being seen trying and not yet succeeding. Understanding this changes everything, because when you know that distraction is often fear wearing a disguise, you can meet it differently. Not with frustration, not with self-criticism, but with compassion and clarity and the quiet courage to stay anyway. Now I want to give you a new picture of what focus actually looks like, because I think most of us are chasing the wrong version of it. When we imagine a focused person, we imagine someone who sits for hours without moving, without being distracted, producing perfect work in a state of pure, uninterrupted concentration. And that word means giving your complete mental attention to one single thing. We imagine focus as something total, all or nothing, heroic. But that's not real focus. That's a myth. And chasing that myth is one of the biggest reasons people give up. Real focus is not the absence of distraction, it's the practice of returning. Your attention will wander. Every single time you sit down to work towards your goal, your mind will drift. It will think about something unrelated. It will be pulled by a sound, a thought, a feeling. That's not failure. That's how minds work. Even the most focused people on earth experience this. The difference is not that their attention never wanders. The difference is that they notice when it wanders, and they bring it back, gently, without drama, without self-criticism. They simply notice and return. And every single time they do that, every moment of noticing and returning, they are training the focus muscle. They are making it stronger, more reliable, more capable. So the goal is not to never get distracted. The goal is to get better at coming back. That's it. That's the whole practice of focus. Notice, return. Notice, return. Again and again, with patience and without judgment, until the returning becomes faster and the wandering becomes shorter and the work begins to flow. Let me share one more truth that I think will completely change how you approach your goals. Most people treat their goals like destinations. They imagine a future point, a finished project, a learned skill, an achieved dream, and they focus all their energy on reaching that point. And because the destination is far away, and because progress is slow and invisible on most days, they lose momentum and eventually stop. But the people who actually achieve their goals, the ones who look back years later and feel genuinely proud, they did something different. They fell in love not with the destination, but with the process itself. They stopped asking, "When will I get there?" and started asking, "How can I show up for this today?" They made the daily practice itself the goal, the 1 hour of focused work, the 1 page written, the 1 problem solved, the 1 step taken. And here's the beautiful thing that happens when you do that. The destination arrives anyway, not because you chased it, but because you showed up for the process so faithfully, so consistently, so lovingly, that it had no choice but to find you. Your goal doesn't need you to be perfect. It needs you to be present every single day, a little more present than yesterday. Here are 5 practices for focusing on your goals every single day. Not perfectly, not heroically, but genuinely, sustainably, and in a way that actually fits inside your real life. Practice 1. Name your goal out loud every morning. This sounds almost too simple, but it is one of the most powerful things you can do, and almost nobody does it. Every morning, before the noise begins, before the messages come in, before the day takes over, say your goal out loud, not in your head, out loud, in actual words, in the air around you. I am learning English so that I can connect with the world more freely. I am building this skill so that I can create something I am proud of. I am working toward this because it is who I am becoming. When you say it out loud, something shifts. It stops being a vague dream floating somewhere in the background. It becomes a real, spoken, present intention, and the brain takes spoken intentions far more seriously than silent ones. Name your goal every morning. Let it be the first real thought that belongs entirely to you. Practice 2. Protect 1 hour, just one. You do not need to focus for 8 hours a day to make real progress toward your goals. Research on deep, focused work shows that most people are only capable of 2 to 4 hours of truly high-quality focus per day. Everything after that is a diminishing return. So instead of trying to be productive all day and failing, choose 1 hour, your best hour, the time of day when your mind is sharpest and your energy is highest, and protect that hour like it is the most important meeting of your day, because it is. No phone, no messages, no interruptions. Just you and your goal for one focused, intentional, completely protected hour. 1 hour a day, every day, is 365 hours a year. That is more than enough to change your life. Practice 3. Write it, see it, feel it. Every evening, just 5 minutes before you sleep, write one sentence about your goal. Not a task list, not a plan, just one honest, present tense sentence about the person you are becoming. I am someone who shows up for their goals every day. I am building something real and it is growing. I am closer today than I was yesterday. And as you write it, close your eyes for just a moment and feel it. Really feel it. What does it feel like to be that person? What does your life look like when this goal is real? Let that feeling live in your body, not just your mind. This practice is called visualization, creating a clear, vivid mental image of what you want, and it is one of the most well-researched tools in psychology for maintaining motivation and building the belief that your goal is truly possible. Practice 4. Remove friction, add accountability. Accountability means having someone or something that keeps you responsible for following through on what you said you would do. Friction means anything that makes starting harder than it needs to be. These two ideas together are extraordinarily powerful. Remove friction first. Make your goal as easy to start as possible. If your goal involves reading in English, leave the book open on your desk before you go to bed. If your goal involves practicing a skill, have everything set up and ready. The easier you make it to begin, the more likely you are to begin. Then add accountability. Tell someone your goal, a friend, a family member, write it publicly. Join a community of people working towards similar things. When another person knows what you're working toward, showing up stops being optional and starts being something you do because you said you would, because your word matters, because you are someone who follows through. Practice 5. Audit your attention once a week. Once a week, perhaps on a Sunday evening, spend 10 minutes honestly reviewing where your attention went that week. Ask yourself 3 questions. How many hours did I give to my goal this week? Even a rough estimate is enough. What took my attention away most often? The phone? Worry? Procrastination? Identifying the specific thief of your focus is the first step to stopping it. And what is one thing I can change next week to protect my focus better? Just one thing, not a complete overhaul. One small, specific adjustment. One less hour of scrolling, 10 minutes earlier start, phone in a different room during your focus hour.
This weekly audit turns focus from a vague intention into a real, measurable practice. And measurable means you can see it, track it, and genuinely improve it over time. We are near the end of our time together today, and I want to close this episode with something that comes not just from research or psychology or practical advice, but from something much more personal than that. I want to talk about why your goals matter. Not in general, your goals specifically. Because here is something I believe with complete conviction. And that word means an unshakable, deeply held belief. The goals that live inside you are not random. They are not accidents. They did not end up there by coincidence. They are there because they belong to you. Because something in you recognized them as yours, as part of the life you are meant to build, the person you are meant to become, the contribution you are meant to make to this world. And every day that you let distraction win, every day that the noise takes over and your goals get pushed to tomorrow, is a day that version of you has to wait a little longer to arrive. I do not say that to make you feel guilty. I say it to remind you of the stakes, because sometimes we need to remember that this is not just about productivity or success or achievement. This is about your life, your one real, irreplaceable life, and that life is worth protecting. Your attention is worth protecting. Your focus is worth protecting. You have a dream. You have had it for a while. It has been patient with you. It has waited through the busy days and the tired evenings and the 100 times you said tomorrow. Today, I want you to decide, quietly but firmly in a way that stays, that tomorrow is now, that the waiting is over, that the dream gets your real, daily, protected, devoted attention starting from this moment. Not perfectly, not all at once, but truly. One focused hour, one morning intention, one evening sentence, 1 week of small, faithful, consistent steps toward the life you actually want. Because your goals are not too big, you are not too small. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is not a sign that you cannot get there. It is simply the distance you have not yet traveled. And every single day that you focus, really focus, even for 1 hour, even for 30 minutes, even for one brave, distraction-free attempt, you are traveling it, step by step, day by day, closer and closer to the version of your life and yourself that has been waiting for you all along. Now go, protect your attention, show up for your goals, and trust with everything you have that it is worth it. Because it is, you are, and your dreams absolutely are. This is Emmy, and this has been Focus on Your Goals on Brave English Podcast.